What happened at that SADC gathering has now become one of the most talked about political moments in Southern Africa, and people are still replaying the clip again and again because of how powerful it felt in that room. President Emmerson Mnangagwa of Zimbabwe, a man known for his calm and steady posture during high-level meetings, was seated among fellow regional leaders when Namibia's President Netumbo Nandi Ndaitwa delivered a message that many viewers online described as bold, direct, and unforgettable. Before we go deeper into what that moment really means, please take a second to like this video and subscribe to the channel. It helps this platform grow and it keeps you updated on every important development across Southern Africa. Now let's continue. That's the meeting brought together presidents and representatives of the Southern African Development Community, also known as SADC. This regional body focuses on cooperation, economic growth, peace, security, and unity among member states. When leaders gather under SADC, the conversations are usually serious, forward-looking, and focused on solutions. But sometimes one speech stands out. Sometimes one voice captures attention in a way that shifts the energy in the room. That is exactly what many observers believe happened when President Nandi Ndaitwa took the floor. She spoke about unity, responsibility, and the need for leaders to be accountable to their people. Her tone was firm, but respectful. She emphasized that Southern Africa must not only speak about development, but must act with urgency. By this, she highlighted the importance of economic integration, youth empowerment, and transparent governance. She made it clear that the region's future depends on decisions taken today. Her words were not emotional outbursts. They were structured, calm, and very deliberate. That is what made them powerful. As she continued speaking, cameras captured reactions around the room. President Mnangagwa, who has chaired SADC in the past and is highly experienced in regional diplomacy, listened attentively. Social media users later described him as speechless. Now, it is important to understand that being quiet in a diplomatic setting does not mean being defeated or shocked. In many cases, leaders listen carefully before responding. However, the way the clip was edited online made it appear dramatic. And once something trends online, the interpretation spreads quickly. Please remember to like this video and subscribe. When you support this channel, you help us bring balanced and engaging political analysis without exaggeration. Let us continue. What made Nandi Ndaitwa's speech resonate with so many people was not confrontation. It was clarity. She spoke about the need for SADC countries to protect democratic values while also respecting sovereignty. She encouraged deeper cooperation in trade so that African countries trade more with each other instead of depending heavily on outside markets. She talked about empowering women and youth in leadership. She called for stronger institutions. These are themes that ordinary citizens connect with immediately. Southern Africa has been navigating economic pressures, infrastructure gaps, and security concerns in parts of the region. Citizens want to see progress. They want to see leadership that addresses unemployment, improves power supply, strengthens healthcare systems, and invests in education. When a president stands up and speaks directly about responsibility and action, it resonates deeply. President Mnangagwa himself has spoken many times about economic reform and regional solidarity. Zimbabwe has been working to stabilize its economy and strengthen its international partnerships. Namibia, under Nandi Ndaitwa's leadership, is also positioning itself strongly within regional diplomacy. So this moment should not be viewed as a clash, but rather as a demonstration of how leaders can challenge each other constructively within a regional framework. The reason the clip gained so much attention is because people love moments that feel bold. Online platforms amplify anything that looks intense. Titles are written in dramatic ways to capture clicks. But behind the viral headline is a serious conversation about the direction of Southern Africa. Let us look at the broader implications. When leaders speak firmly at regional meetings, it shows maturity in governance. It shows that discussions are not just ceremonial. They are real conversations about accountability and performance. If one president calls for stronger action on trade integration, that is not an attack. It is a push for progress. If another leader listens carefully, that is not weakness. It is diplomacy. Please pause for a second and make sure you have liked this video and subscribed. We are breaking this down in simple, clear English so everyone can understand what is really happening beyond the headlines. Many young Africans have reacted positively to the clip because it reflects a new energy in leadership. There is growing demand for transparency, innovation, and results. The youth population across SADC countries is large and ambitious. They want jobs. They want opportunities. They want leaders who communicate clearly and act decisively. Nandi and Ndaitwa's delivery seemed to reflect that awareness. At the same time, Mnangagwa's experience in regional politics cannot be ignored. He has navigated complex political transitions and international negotiations. Silence in a meeting room can mean deep consideration. In diplomacy, every word is measured. Sometimes the strongest response is listening. Another key issue discussed at SADC meetings is regional peace and security. Stability is essential for economic growth. Investors look for predictability. Citizens look for safety. Leaders therefore use these platforms to coordinate responses to security challenges and humanitarian concerns. When Nandi Ndaitwa spoke about unity and collective responsibility, she was reinforcing the idea that no country can succeed alone. Regional integration is the path forward. Economic cooperation remains central. Cross-border trade, infrastructure corridors, energy sharing agreements, and digital innovation hubs are all part of SADC's agenda. If implementation speeds up, the region could see improved growth rates and stronger currencies. These are technical topics, but they directly affect everyday life. Food prices, electricity supply, transport systems, all are influenced by regional coordination. Please, once again, like this video and subscribe so you do not miss updates on Southern African politics. Your support keeps this conversation going. It is also important to highlight the symbolism of female leadership in the region. Nandi Ndaitwa represents progress in gender inclusion at the highest level. Her presence alone sends a message to young girls across Southern Africa that leadership positions are open to them. When she speaks confidently among presidents, it reinforces that change. The viral narrative says Mnangagwa was left without words. But the bigger story is that SADC leaders are engaging in serious dialogue about their shared future. That is what citizens should focus on. Strong speeches are part of healthy governance. They spark debate. They create momentum. Observers believe that moments like this may push SADC toward more measurable commitments, clear timelines for infrastructure projects, stronger trade frameworks, more consistent policy implementation. If that happens, then the viral clip will have contributed positively to regional awareness. Public reaction has been divided. Some see it as proof that leaders are holding each other accountable. Others think the online framing exaggerated the situation. Both views are understandable. But what remains clear is that the speech captured attention and encouraged discussion about leadership standards. And that is why we must keep analyzing these events carefully, without exaggeration, without hostility, and always with respect. Political drama may attract views, but sustainable progress comes from thoughtful policy decisions. Before I continue deeper into how this could reshape regional diplomacy, let me know in the comments what you think. And please do not forget to like this video and subscribe. Engagement helps this channel reach more people who want balanced analysis. There is also a strategic angle here. When one leader publicly emphasizes accountability, it can encourage stronger domestic reform in multiple countries. Citizens may begin to expect similar bold communication from their own governments. This ripple effect can strengthen democratic culture across the region. At the same time, SADC operates on consensus. Decisions are typically agreed upon collectively. That means even powerful speeches eventually translate into negotiated outcomes. The room may feel intense in the moment, but diplomacy ensures stability. So what happens next? Most likely, follow-up meetings, policy committees, and bilateral discussions will continue behind closed doors. Real progress often happens quietly after the cameras stop recording. That is the nature of regional governance.